We're rolling.
Join.
Hello and welcome to another Grit and Grime basketball podcast. I'm your host as always, David Sagoe. With me, Thomas Arnal.
Hey. Yes, correct.
Mid drink. Mid.
Correct.
Quick.
Quick. Go on.
Michael Downey. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
It works for me.
I was thinking
I'll
it couldn't
read.
possibly be.
It is.
And
Don't.
Jose Garcia.
Yes.
Vidal.
Hello.
For the audio listeners, I always guess which side they're on according to my screen because it's always different.
Yep.
I just hit it. 4 out of 4, baby. Just like my. Relax, Tom. How many of those have you had?
It's the first. It's the first.
It's the first.
First of many.
It's the only one. I need to get something, some alcohol in me to talk about what we're about to talk.
Oh my God.
I mean,
He must have left all the nicks
no.
off. He must have left all the nicks
Controversial.
off his list.
There's one. The obvious one.
All right. So this week, as promised, we are doing our all NBA teams. Realized in our meetings on Sunday that I might have jumped the gun and we might have had another week to do this stuff. But hey, we're here
That's
now.
okay.
We're ahead of our time.
I wanted to do this list because this is a freaking hard list to make. And I am kind of glad, well, I guess there is 1 or 2 people involved, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to make decisions about players that have 30 million riding on whether they make the All-NBA team or not.
right.
None of those have made my list or come close to making my list. So, spoilers. But yeah, all NBA teams are going to run through our teams first, second, and third. Explain a little bit of our decision making and why player X is here and player Y is not. And then I'm just going to tell everyone they're wrong and my list is right.
And that's
right.
As always.
So we start at the top.
How are we going to
First
do that?
team.
Are we
Sorry, I
going position and then all the way through, or are we going
Ooh.
All five?
first
All
team
five?
first?
All,
Yeah.
I think
all
go with
5
your
first
5.
team.
Go with your
Yeah.
5 first team.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. You could start with the third team just to
Oh,
I
dangerous.
think that in my opinion the first team is more
go.
defined than the third team. So the third team is gonna be was harder for me than the first team.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It
Yeah,
gets controversial when you start to realize who people have left off as well,
Yeah,
which won't actually be clear. People are going to have to own up to it at the end.
100%.
Honorable mentions. So I'll go first. I'll bite the bullet. I should probably go last, but hey,
Go on. It's okay.
all right. First team All NBA. Tough, very tough. Even first team was tough.
Why am I stressed?
God.
You're sweating, man. You need a towel.
Yeah, dude. Go on, Dave. Sorry.
All right. First team, first guard, Steph Curry. Easy decision for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Told you he was better than
You got
Durant.
that right.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
sure.
I'll never forget. The North never forgets. Second guard, this was a very tough decision. I ended up going with Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Forwards,
Mm.
I went with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right.
And Nikola Jokic. That's right.
What?
That's right.
Oh, you did
I
it.
took the
Good.
NBA's nonsense rule of listing Embiid and Jokic as forwards, and I squeezed them both into my team. Center is Joel Embiid.
Oh, come. Oh.
Oh, back to the 90s, everyone. Back to the 90s.
Hey.
Okay.
Jokic is a power forward. He shoots 40% from 3.
I mean, he's a point guard. Fuck it, right?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it because of what I'm about to. Well, you'll see.
The shenanigan. You're gonna have Kawhi at the 2.
Nope.
Again.
I have behaved this
He's
year.
gonna have Doncic at center.
I could have, but I won't.
All right. Do I have to explain that now, or should we go through the rest of the teams?
I think
We need some
might as well,
criteria
but
on that.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well,
You can't
okay,
have
yeah.
Joker and be in the same team. Like,
Well,
Come on.
I mean, you guys know I
Shenanigans.
wanted to rebel, and I even considered just saying, well, the NBA won't do it, but we will. Let's just do it without
right.
position,
right.
right? And
But you didn't.
but I didn't know because I probably would have squeezed in LeBron somewhere. But as
Shit,
I
I
said,
forgot.
the NBA, the NBA has decided to make Jokic and Embiid available at forward on the All NBA first team. And yeah, it's a farce, really, but I don't make the rules. I just use them.
You bend them.
Hey, no, I didn't have to bend it.
No,
They
to be
made
fair, no, you didn't.
they made
That's
them
fine.
forward, so I didn't originally, and then I was just like, why not? It makes another decision later on a bit easier. So I squeezed in an extra center onto my team in order to make the forward decision a bit easier later on.
I can't disagree with you because of what I'm about to go, with my first team selection. So yes, I agree with you. It's a great way of thinking. I can't see anything wrong with it.
Well,
I can't. I've stuck to the rules as we understood them.
the
24
NBA
hours
rules.
ago.
Yeah.
If I start messing around now, it's gonna get messy.
Leo. So
I see another one like this. Anyway, let's go ahead.
You have to take liberty somewhere. It's just
Yeah.
a tough list. Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. Free me from this awkward
Right, so-
moment.
Tom's first team. So I went with 2 point guards. 2 point guards. 1 and 2.
Okay.
They can bring the ball up. They're good with it.
Okay.
So I've got Chris Paul, point guard, and Steph Curry.
Wow.
Both of them, 1 and 2.
Wow.
Come on.
I'm waiting for your argument against Chris Paul. He's taking a trash team all the way to one of the
I'm
best.
telling
in the
you,
world.
even before you finish telling me your other 3 players, I'm telling you
You're
why
wrong.
you put it. You know why you put him on your top 5 on your first team, because you feel sorry. You feel guilty that you didn't put him in your MVP conversation because Mike made you feel guilty last episode. So that's the only reason that you're doing it. I was about to do it as well, but I was like, no. I'm not gonna fall for that.
I've put him in the first team because he's not in part of my MVP conversation.
It's
you know what I
exactly
mean?
my point.
I
you feel guilty.
No,
I mean,
No.
I've done
I
the
don't feel
reverse.
guilt.
I had him as my MVP, and he's not in my first team.
But there you go. But it's the same thing. It's like
I mean,
Crazy.
I see the All NBA team sort of stuff as being more like what you've done individually and on the court, if that makes sense. Whereas MVP is how have you contributed to the team winning?
The word says it all, right? Most valuable player is
Yeah.
not like all NBA, right? That's it.
I'm taking
mostly
both
stats.
in consideration.
No, that's fine. Hey, fair.
I respect it.
It's
I
a
respect
it's a very loose definition too.
Don't
Right,
agree with it,
let's-
but I respect it.
but then it is loose. And I mentioned earlier to you guys that I look at All NBA more as like a best players list, which is why
Sure.
Chris Paul wouldn't make he's more likely to finish higher on the MVP list than he is on the All NBA teams, just because you look at it, like his numbers aren't crazy. He hasn't been doing anything crazy. They play really well as a team, and I get that his leadership and direction is very valuable, but like, yeah, when you play the numbers game with him, it just doesn't quite hold water. Yeah, that's
I don't
why.
care. He's taking a trash team to to height. So I don't. He's
it.
in there. Right. Then small forward Leonard. So Kawhi being there. He's had his best season. Like
as a small forward, who would have thought?
I know, not a two, right?
It's crazy. They're playing him out of position, and he's doing well.
Power forward Randall.
First team.
Yeah,
First team.
yeah.
He's been better than Giannis.
Yank him, man.
Come
Yank
on.
him. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah,
Stop
and then
drinking, Tom. Please, you're drinking too much.
at 5, Jokic. You know, I'm right.
There we go.
It doesn't even say Randall on the list. That's just what the drink says.
It does say Randall.
Eventually,
If you watch the
RJ
Knicks,
Barrett
you
is
know
going to
it.
be somewhere there.
No. He's the spoiler. He's the only Knicks on the list.
Oh, that was a massive spoiler.
It's a massive spoiler. Frank
Lefty
didn't
rolls
make
out.
it. Frank didn't make it. Spoiler.
He's still
But
going to
D
be.
Rose has taken them from.
Did you see? He
Did you see
practically
the
won the
stats?
game on Sunday.
I mean,
He did.
Best player on the team.
Until all NBA first team, Julius Randle took over. Boom.
Gosh. Anyway,
All right, Jose, show us how we should have made our lists.
my team, and this is
Campazzo.
the team.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I couldn't put him in. He's too short. Number 1, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The other guard is Luka.
Mm-hmm.
At the forward is LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
So I compare LeBron to Kawhi,
Mm.
and LeBron only played 7 games less than Kawhi.
Yeah.
And has better numbers. So that, for me, that was it.
Mm.
Giannis at the 4 and Joker at the 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty conservative, if you will.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Boris.
Probably what it will actually be. I
Yeah.
think, unless people take advantage of the NBA rule.
Well,
throw them both on.
yeah.
Hey, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. That would have been my starting 5 if I didn't just take advantage of the rule.
Can I point out that I've not put Luca in my starting 5? I mean, my
Oh,
first team, right?
gosh.
Oh yeah,
just
Chris
realized.
Paul. I did when you
Did you
said
forget?
it. I did when you said it, and then I forgot.
So you
What
know,
happened? Yeah, stop
I'm
drinking.
just being just trying to be honest and
Impartial.
Trying to
impartial.
compensate.
And, yeah.
Trying to compensate.
No, it's not compensating.
Julius
It's just-
Randle,
it's just
take
watching.
Luka out to have Randle in. Like, I see it.
I could have
fine.
kicked out Chris Paul and put Luka Doncic in there, but I didn't because I think
Probably should have.
yeah, Chris Paul's retiring soon. It's okay,
And you
All
don't
right.
like Chris Paul either, right?
and I don't like Chris Paul either. Exactly.
All right. He's trying to earn points with us. When it
Mhm.
comes to the top 10 list next year, he's gonna slander all these players.
They won't even be on that list.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
All right.
Let it go, man. Just let it fly.
It's not too far from Jose's, but I've got Jokic as the center. I've got
Why? He plays point.
Yeah.
I've got Giannis as the power forward. I've got Kawhi as the small forward, and then I've got Steph, as everybody does. I picked Lillard as my second
Okay.
guard.
Yeah. I'm glad someone did.
It was a close one with Luke. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
he gets sort of overlooked quite a lot.
Mm.
And Luca is great, and he's doing fantastic.
Mm.
But yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put Lillard in.
That,
Yeah,
that's
and the
fine.
Blazers are doing really well this year as well. Like,
Yeah.
I see it.
And I feel like he's got less help as well. to be
Mm.
honest.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
And his counter is back.
Big E. Yeah, Nurkic came back. McCollum came back. Yeah,
They
I
haven't been,
don't know.
super strong.
Yeah, he got injured as well, and he also, I think he's actually played more games than Luka by 2. But they lost. They went on a losing streak at some point, and that's what allowed Dallas to overtake them.
Mhm.
So I was like, let's give Doncic the edge, and then I was thinking, but then Doncic has better coaching. And yeah, I was just flip-flopping on who gets the edge. Like, it was just tough. And in the end, I went with also when they went head-to-head, I think Lillard won. I think they own the tiebreaker. And Lillard actually like won the game for them. But yeah, I think ultimately Doncic is just a more well-rounded player and a bit better on defense, even though neither of them are very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that was, But yeah, I wouldn't.
Maybe a better shooter.
He is a better shooter, 100% a better shooter.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, tough one, but yeah, got to pick someone, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad he got his recognition from someone at least. And then you went Kawhi over LeBron. Any reason?
I am better record, more games.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Better record. I mean, yeah, more games.
Yeah.
More games, like 7 more games. Like I don't think it's enough, but better record, sure, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know what the records are with them both playing though, but yeah, I don't know if.
But
the
thing is, his team, like it's rough with all the injuries and all the missed games this season. It's really rough. But if you've played more and your team are doing better, you've contributed more to the team doing better. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
sure.
but then if you're going to take that into account, you also have to take into account who was injured while they were out. Because if you're looking at the record, then it's...
I'm not playing 3D chess on this.
You're essentially rewarding Kawhi because Paul George kept the team afloat while he wasn't there, whereas LeBron didn't have anyone to do that.
Well, KD was also I mean AD.
Yeah. But hey, go pick someone.
Yeah,
not mad at it.
How many Kawhi games have you watched this season? Like, I've watched.
I find the Clippers boring as hell.
Oh, they're boring as hell. They are. But Kawhi's this season is just like, he's just automatic from mid-range. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, he's just a freaking robot. That's his game,
guy
right? That's what he's doing.
Every guy on this list is probably automatic, man. Like I think that. I mean, in my opinion, LeBron is still a little bit better, but Kawhi is just amazing. I agree with you, Tony.
I mean, starting next season, who would I want on my team? It's LeBron,
Kawhi.
of course. But I think if we're looking,
I think it's a different story. Different story.
This season and next season, I would take LeBron. But it's like LeBron was an MVP candidate this year while he was healthy.
But now they're in the play-ins. Like I just find it hard to put somebody on the first team that's in the play-ins.
Shots fired.
What?
In the first team.
Steph's in the play-in.
Hey, there you go.
Steph's the 8th seed.
I knew there was one.
He just shot himself in the foot, man.
Steph is undeniable.
Oh man,
Steph can put the ball in the basket. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Swap match.
So,
swap match for Luka.
Boom.
Chris Paul.
Cool. All right. So my second team, I went with Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Because I had to. He's basically Team 1B. And then at my second guard slot, I went with James Harden. I didn't have to give it that much thought. I looked at the games played for all of the players at the top of the league, and I just looked at the players in order of points per game, and I realized there's a dude called something Thomas on the Rockets who is sandwiched between like Porzingis and someone else in points per game, and I was just like, who is this guy?
No, fast break point per game. He's on top. That's the stat.
Okay. I was like, who is this guy and how did he get here? But I decided to make my cutoff for the awards like 40 games ish. Just because everyone's been injured, everyone's gotten COVID, and it's a farce of a season. And also because because the season's so condensed, like a 4-week injury, you end up missing 30 games or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, the season was a bit more spread out and those long injuries wouldn't make you miss as many games. So I was lenient there. James Harden, 42 games played. I think one less than LeBron James.
Correct.
Who also gave consideration to. So my third forward, my third player, first forward, LeBron James.
Okay.
Yeah, dropped him down a little bit. I don't really know why. Because Giannis also missed games. And then Kawhi Leonard.
So Kawhi Leonard playing what spot?
Forward.
You okay, Tom?
Would you like me to elaborate?
Anyway, yeah.
Go on.
Who's your center?
Rudy Gobert.
Hello.
Wow.
Oh,
Rudy.
the disrespect! I can see the disrespect from the left side of the screen. There.
The thing is, if you, I see why you have him there, because you have two centers on your first team.
Who?
Forward and center.
Two forward centers on my first team. Yes.
Right. So sure, the next one in line will be Gobert. Like okay.
Rudy.
Okay.
Rudy. You wouldn't want to see that.
No,
you wouldn't want to see that 5 and pick up.
I was thinking this. I think I feel like my second team might beat my first team.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's because you put Chris Paul on it.
I looked at my second team. I went, fuck. I actually did better than my first team. So scrap that. Let's start over.
Yeah. They definitely are, Tom. Chris Paul and Julius Randle.
Hey!
I mean,
Fine,
Tom.
Look,
Tom's.
I don't mind him being on there. I expected you to put him on there, but first team, come on.
He's in the MVP conversation.
No, he's not.
Come on, man.
Who's talking in this conversation?
He is in the conversation.
So nuts.
Anybody else that we want?
Hey, MVP's got valuable. Take Randall out of there.
Oh, come on. Talk about.
Hit it, Tom. Hit it.
Let Jose, go. Jose, carry on.
I was gonna say, like, it's amazing, and this is not funny actually. That's why I was gonna stop, because it's not funny. But it's amazing how we were talking 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, how LeBron was a clear candidate for the MVPs, and now he's like, nah. Not anymore. He's still, I mean, we're not, saying that he's not valuable for his team, but he's just not MVP material anymore, right?
Enough games.
Missed games.
It's missed games, but I feel like he played some. I don't know if he was actually 100% or what, but he played some, and like it didn't seem like he was going 100%, and maybe it was just that he was missing AD, and then didn't want to do that in the middle of a condensed season, which is understandable.
Yeah, fair.
Well,
What do you mean, man? We beat the Thunder in overtime and the Pistons in overtime.
So good. They are NBA teams.
Not need
after all.
overtime for those wins. Let's be honest.
Gotta make it dramatic.
Defending
Sometimes
champs.
I don't understand your accent, Mike.
All right, Thomas, hit us with the
point
first
guard.
team beating second team.
Yeah. Lillard.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Luka Doncic.
Luka.
Small forward Giannis. Or Giannis. You want to say it. You ready? Zion.
I considered him. I did consider him.
Actually as well.
If you take the stats, he had a monster season.
Yeah, he did well.
And he's been, I think, in terms of the narrative of the entire season, like he's been sort of lost in everything else that happened.
Yeah.
But in a normal regular season, like with no COVID, no injuries, no play, like your traditional NBA season, it would have been talked about a lot more, I think. There's a bunch of
Shout out
stats.
to Patrice.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
come a
not a
long
dig
way.
at Patrice. Like on that one, is literally. I feel like he deserved to be in there. If he was in the second team, I would have put him in the third team. But I think he deserved to be up there, and he's so freaking young.
He's had a better season than Randall.
Some would say.
And so center, Rudy center Rudy Gobert. There you go.
Well, wait.
What?
Wait.
Who was
Zion is fourth. Power
tried
forward.
to slip that in? That's what she said. Oh my gosh, Tom, are you serious?
What?
Explain yourself, Tom.
What have I
what
done?
you've done. You know what you've done.
Have I missed someone?
Yes.
Oh, James Harden. Yeah. No. I don't
No
care about James Harden.
Embiid. No Embiid.
Yeah, honestly, well, that's just a
Well,
Frenchman talking,
Dude,
right?
like, okay. So Rudy Gobert is on the team that has the best record in the entire league.
He is.
He's number one in blocks. He's number one in field goal percentages. He's number two in rebounds per game. Like, would you want me to?
He's
Would
number
you want
one
me to put
in
Embiid?
field goal percentage because he
Yeah.
does nothing outside of 2 feet.
I don't care. That's still number one.
He takes the shots as he knows he's gonna make.
He's taking the shot that he's gonna make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want him on my team.
Joel
Over
Embiid is almost as good defensively as Gobert is, and way better offensively. Than
This
Gobert.
is what I want on my team. I want somebody who's almost as good as somebody else that I can pick. Yes, Dave.
He's way better offensively.
You almost made that block, Joel. Well done.
You almost convinced him.
you almost blocked that sky hook from Jokic.
Gobert
Yeah.
is nowhere near as good as Embiid on offense.
No.
On offense.
No, definitely.
And
Hey, it's your team. It's your team.
We've lost it.
This is my team, and so what?
don't worry, guys. Embiid is coming up. He's on the third team.
Lucky him.
It's
He
all
went from
right.
being second in MVP voting to the third team.
Again, two different conversations right there.
Valley. Oh, fuck it.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah.
Jose, bring some sensibleness to the discussion.
Don't say Ben Simmons. Don't say you put Ben Simmons in there. All right. He's almost as good a defender.
No surprises on the point guard.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar Dame time. By the way, he was wearing some very nice shoes last night. Did you see them? It's a collaboration between Adidas and Reebok. It's the Shaqnosis, but called Dame Gnosis.
Yeah.
I've not seen this.
Who?
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, someone
them
was
out,
wearing. Trez was wearing. So, he had a pair of something like that. Reebok and Adidas
Probably.
mixed.
Yeah.
He was
Very
on
good.
AD's IG Live. He might be debuting them tonight against the Knicks.
On the 2, Russell Westbrook.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
That took
the
a
guy-
second to land.
King
the guy
triple
just
double.
became nice pants, Tom. The best,
PJs.
highest triple double ever.
182. Blink.
There you go.
He has.
How
He has.
and he was in this terrible team at the beginning of the season, and
Still
now
is.
they're in the play-in. So but they're in the play-in. So
Mhm.
Russell Westbrook. Also, he played 62 games. So
Wow.
yes,
He was there for all the losing.
So,
Yeah, he
hang
was
on.
there.
So your first guards were Steph and Lillard, and then
No, Stefan Luka.
Doncic.
Steph.
Now
Yeah,
it's-
sorry. Yeah.
And now it's Lillard and Westbrook. Yeah.
Okay.
On the 3, I got Kawhi. On the 4th, I just made a last minute change because I just compared them, and I originally had Anthony Davis, but he only played 33 games, man. That just it's too low.
Not enough.
So my second choice was Zion, so I'm going with Zion. And the center is Embiid.
Obviously.
Wait,
Yeah,
who
I
was
mean,
your? Who were your
Kawhi.
two? Kawhi.
So
Okay.
Lillard, Westbrook, Kawhi, Zion, and Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, Westbrook it's an easy decision. It was an easy choice for me, man. Like, had to be in.
I actually rate what he's done this season more so than what he has done the past couple, to be fair.
For me, he came on strong in the second half, and I think Zion did a similar thing. Once they put the ball in Zion's hands, he became this absolute monster. And yeah, Westbrook, like after the All-Star break, has been just ridiculous. But
and that's when they've been winning as well.
Yeah, but
right?
the first half of the season also happened. So
True.
Yeah, make of that what you will. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Mike.
All right. My second team. I'll go big man first, Embiid, because that's the obvious choice that everybody should have.
I had him on first team. I don't know why you're sleeping on him.
Exactly.
See
Then
after the first round. Yep.
LeBron, I had in there. Obviously, it was a tight one with first team. I also put Zion Williamson in there.
Wow.
It was a tough pick.
Yeah. Well,
but
he did well.
Yeah, I just think he's above the rest of them. And I think it was kind of like the coach's decision to use him more that has helped the team play better. So yeah, that's that. Then Luka, because he wasn't in the first team. And then I had a tough time. This is where the guards get really hard at this point.
Oh, what's happening here?
I took Harden.
Oh,
correct choice.
Yeah.
Correct choice.
It's rough because he's missed time, and what he did at the start of the season was just a garbage thing to do.
This is why he's nowhere near my lists.
He had 44 in the first game.
But then he's kind of redeemed himself. He's done things that I didn't think he would do in terms of change his style of play. And I kind of got to reward that.
Yeah, he's amazing. He was also in the MVP discussion before he got injured. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. I didn't have to think about it too much. Those four are the top four guards in the league, like quite comfortably for me.
But why isn't Kyrie in that list?
Because Harden's a way better playmaker, and
and I don't like Kyrie.
No, I do think Harden's a way better playmaker. Is what I said, right? Yeah, Harden's a way better playmaker, and yeah, Doncic is a way better playmaker than Kyrie as well. Lillard and Kyrie is closer, but I think
they're both scorers.
Yeah, but the fact that Lillard has been able to elevate his team so many times over the years has always made me put him over Kyrie, whereas Kyrie struggled to be the best player on a team. And then Steph, well, his resume speaks for itself.
Best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
Best shooter of all time, NBA champion.
I think the top three you can't argue against. Steph, Lillard, and Luka. It's like a lot.
I think when Harden's healthy, I think he's two.
When he's healthy, but this season, I don't think you can put him in there.
No, yeah, which is why he becomes the fourth one. But I think he's a comfortable fourth, personally.
He barely makes a cut. He played 42 games, man. Like
that's one less than LeBron.
Yeah. Okay. Touche.
Once I saw that, I was like, oh well, then yeah, there's no arguing for me.
If you're rewarding games played, I can see again like how that leads to Westbrook a bit more so as well. But not for me.
But anyway. Ultimately, if Harden makes the cut, and then you're just saying who is better, Harden or Westbrook, easy decision.
Yeah, sure.
For me, everyone's entitled to their opinions. I mean, he's not grabbing those 2 extra rebounds that he needs for the triple double.
Almost.
All right. Wait, where are we? Is that everyone's second team?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we are on to third team. This was tough for me, man.
Yeah,
This
because
was
you
tough.
used all your centers. That's why.
You have no more centers yet. Who you gonna Brook Lopez or Robin Lopez? Yeah.
It's gotta be a Lopez.
It's gotta be Lopez, man. You gotta keep it diverse.
Centers.
Keep it diverse, you know.
It's either a Lopez or a Plumlee.
That's it.
Jakob Portal.
You have to reward the basketball families, man. Oh gosh. Why is there always a Plumlee on Team USA, man? These guys are trash.
Because there's
I'll
only
take-
5 centers in the whole league.
Yes.
American
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yeah.
All the good ones are international.
Correct.
So, except for the forward centers, of course. So, my first guard on the third team is Kyrie Irving. That was an easy decision. The Nets have been ridiculous. Even when KD and Harden haven't been on the floor with him, the Nets have been ridiculous with him as the focal point. He has missed games as well, but who hasn't? And he's put together a really freaking good season. His efficiency has been incredible scoring wise. And yeah, he's just been quintessential Kyrie in every way, on and off the court. And he's great. He's played enough games. He's there. Second guard was a little bit tougher. I have
What are you gonna
obviously
say?
heard your arguments for various people.
Okay.
And ultimately, I looked at with guards. I find the most important thing is how they do on offense, because defense
know
doesn't
what
matter
you're
as
saying.
much. And
You know, it sounds like
You-
somebody is about to break up with you or give you a bad news. It's like just you're padding it.
Yeah.
right
it's not
now.
about me.
Yeah,
not-
man. It's
It's
so
not
hard
about
for
you.
right
It's
now.
about
I
me.
had to
Mm.
take a lot of things into consideration. Into
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And it's with great regret.
I think we're better,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
we're better off this way.
That said,
It's like
It's
I'm having
weird.
to make someone redundant.
yeah.
It's like I've heard these words before, because I have.
Same.
But yeah, offense wins games. Fourth in the no, they might be
Come on, get it.
fifth in the East.
fifth.
Trey Young,
What?
Trae Young. third team guard, baby. With all due
I mean-
respect to Devin Booker, it was a tight one, but I
That's what
went
she
with
said.
Trae Young.
Ah,
And he was disrespected by not making the All-Star team. That's a damn travesty.
Probably.
Sabonis
So-
was in the All-Star team. He might have
What
been on my
position-
list. I don't remember.
What position did you pick him for? What was that?
Third team all
No,
NBA.
no, I mean, is that as a point guard, as a shooting
Yeah,
guard?
yeah. Oh, it's not exact positions, Tom. I know you like to say them.
Like I said, I'm a basketball conservative, so I'm sticking to positions. So I just trying to
You are?
understand it. Yeah.
You sure?
Why
I
is
have.
Why is Chris Paul your two guard?
He's you can play with 2-point guards. It's fine.
Who
This
plays
is
with
exact
2-point
thing that you're
guards?
arguing against.
I do. Hey, Team Slovenia did when they won Euro
you
2000.
You play with
whatever.
2-4 centers. So.
Yeah, who play with that? Anyway, carry on.
So yeah, I'm with Trae Young.
Young.
They've been amazing on offense. Two of
Trae
the
Young.
I mean,
I was
the fifth,
convinced.
the fifth man.
Yeah.
Like
Fifth,
who
isn't it?
else is helping him?
There you go. They weren't fifth when players were out, but that he managed to keep the boat afloat. And once they got a relative team around him again, they've sawn up the standings. Fifth, he's top 10 in both points per game and assists per game. Amazing playmaker, great scorer too. Amazing offensive force, Trae Young. I was convinced by Nate Duncan and Danny Leroux. Leroux. He's not French. Leroux. Forwards,
We can
Go
blame
on.
them.
PG-13. He's for the kids.
I did consider him,
Forward?
but no, yeah.
And at the other forward spot, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Which leaves me with a center.
Why Jimmy?
Why Jim? Jimmy's been incredible this season. He's been amazing this season. In fact, they pretty much lose every time he doesn't play. And if you remember, they were floundering in the standings somewhere down where the Raptors are now. and yeah, it's because of health and COVID and all of that stuff. The team was absolutely decimated. And then basically whenever he's played, they've won. And that's it. Like we saw what he did to the Celtics, especially in the
He's
first
found the
half
home in the
to
Heat,
close
hasn't
out.
he?
Yeah. He's been incredible. This has probably been his best season.
I agree.
He does it on
I think
both
the Heat
ends.
were just a bit disappointing. But I think it's more
Overall,
the rest of the team haven't been as good.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a carry job. Like Bam couldn't carry them when Jimmy wasn't there, and then Jimmy came in and he carried them.
Hero didn't get better.
Sure.
Duncan
No.
Robinson
He kind of stagnated, and Robinson's been really inconsistent. Everyone outside of Jimmy Butler and Bam has been disappointing on that team, and that has helped Butler's case for me.
I want to see them come through and just tear up the East again this year.
That's what happened last year, mate.
That would be hilarious.
They went 9-1, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then I needed to slot in another center. I don't know if there's any forward centers or any forwards that I can put as center.
What are you going to say now?
So, I don't know. I honestly didn't think about this too much. I just put Bam in.
I can tell.
Bam. You just said that
You just put in someone.
What?
Come on, man.
What?
There's
just
so many
said
choices out there.
Huh? He couldn't carry the team. He couldn't carry those bones.
It's all NBA.
Tell me about Precious Achua, Mike. Tell me about Precious Achua again.
Yeah, he's not very good.
That's who he was trying to carry. The ghost of Iguodala.
Oh.
So hang on, you've put
What
fucking Bam in. Oh.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Who should I have gone with?
Porter Jr.?
He's only played 30 games, man. Porter Jr. is not a center.
So okay, hang on. Bam is in your top 15 players, but Randall isn't.
Yeah, but Randall isn't a
Randall's
center
not.
either.
100%.
I would
No,
have
but not center. Not even at center. I don't mind that. Like, as a power forward. Like, do you know what I mean? Like.
Wait, so you think Randall's been better than Paul George?
Than Paul George? I don't know. Paul George. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah.
I think he's been better. Yeah, like Paul George had a good season, but like it's nothing that we've not seen from Paul George. I don't know.
So you think Randall's better just because he surprised you?
No, but Randall has more of the offensive load on his shoulders.
They're not a good offense.
What?
Okay, but they win games.
They're not a good offense.
But they win games. And who else is on that team? Alfred Payton? Like, what the fuck?
Kawhi's missed 20 games.
But hang on, what do you mean with that? Like a good offense? Because there's two things for me there. There's like you can take the stats and say, yeah, okay, the Clippers are a better offense. Fine, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, have you watched them play? Like, have you not watched? I don't know, man. Like, there's two things. There's two ways of seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
The way the Knicks have been playing offense and the Clippers have been playing offense. Like, yeah, okay. I get the same with my home team now in France. It's like we score 100 points a game in the league, but we play horrendous offense, horrible offense. I've never seen that. It's like freaking under 15 basketball. I've never seen that. But for somehow we score 100 points a game because we've got people that can put the ball in the basket. But that's what I'm saying is that when you see them play, it's offensively, it's a lot more enjoyable to watch them play. The Knicks than the Clippers. Have you watched the Clippers? I watched a bunch of it because I fell asleep. Offensively, it's a fucking desert. It's like give the ball to Kawhi.
But the Knicks are not good offensively.
The Knicks are bad offensively.
Offensive. Okay, okay, fine.
You're turning red, man. Hang on. Breathe.
I'm breathing.
No,
in
look,
terms of ball movement, in terms of enjoying the stuff, like there's no you can't compare.
The Knicks are good because of their defense, and to
Yes.
me, the Knicks' success is owed to Thibodeau. It's owed to Coach
Yes.
Tibbs.
Clippers have good coaching.
You've got to
too, so-
give Randall something, man. Come on, like.
But like, if you put
He's
Bam
been
in
the
there,
best
but you don't.
player on. He's been the
Yeah,
best
but,
player on the team.
I see that you
But
can't
I
have a
don't-
center though. That's fine.
I
Have Randall as a center.
I don't think Paul George is a better player than Julius Randle. Period.
Okay.
I would agree. Yeah, it's. I think that's a tough one
I don't
because
swap him. Put Paul
Good.
George on the Knicks.
Oh, please don't. No. Thank you. Thank you.
And the funny thing is,
Randall?
Julius Randle has been doing things that Paul George does, right? That's part of his improvement. It's how good he's become as an ISO player and shooting the ball and stuff like that in mid-range, at long range. Those are things that Paul George does. That's his bread and butter. He could do it. He could go over there and do that.
I think one of the big things for me
And he's
is that
A
the
better
Clippers
defender.
have underperformed. Like for the team that
How?
the Clippers, yeah, they have. Like
How?
because the Suns and the Jazz should not be 1 and 2. If they're above
So
you,
again,
like-
it's because you were surprised by the Knicks. That is why I should put Julius Randle over Paul
No,
George.
I was surprised at how like because I've always seen the Clippers as a title contender ever since they put George and Kawhi together.
Yep.
So then when nobody else is stepping up and sort of bossing the conference, then I would have expected them to do that, and they just didn't. It was just kind of so it is
But
a little bit of that. It is a little bit.
But they've missed games as well. George has missed games. Paul George has missed games.
Yeah, he played.
It's tough
52.
with
Yeah.
again with all of the injuries and stuff this season. It's really tough. I could see it either way, but
Fine.
Jaws in charge of our days
Right.
and our nights.
So,
I'm
Tom.
happy with my list.
You're happy with it?
Should I
because
put
you're-
Karl Anthony Towns instead of Bam?
No,
Jesus.
no.
I think
Vucevic.
you shouldn't have put Embiid as a power forward. It's what you should.
He's top 10 in PER.
Awesome.
John Collins.
Yeah.
Jason
Anderson
Collins.
Varejao, he just played 5 games with Caps.
Yeah, Varejao came back. Yeah,
He's back.
he's in the NBA. He's doing stuff. Get him in.
Yeah,
there.
man. Yep. That's my third team. Tom, take it away.
All right, fine. It's third team, aka YOLO team.
Oh, really? This is the team?
I don't want to look.
just
I don't
just
wanna-
grilled me for my selections, and then he's gonna.
It's like I don't care. I just had a ramen coke. I don't care.
Life
I
is
don't care.
good. All right, you ready for my 1 and 2
Oh my
spot?
God.
Literally 2 players I cannot stand. So
Okay.
number 1 spot, Russell Westbrook, because I gotta go with what he's done this season. I'm like, I can't lie, I don't like him, but dude's not in the record book, so
I see it.
you gotta recognize that.
I see it.
I hate people, but I'm fair to them when they win. Do something good. Anyway, other 2, Rick Ross, aka James Harden, or James Harden, aka Rick Ross.
Super freak.
Yeah,
It's Rick James.
Call him super free.
not Rick James, Rick Ross.
I know. I got the names mixed up. It's not Rick James. It's Rick Ross.
But it makes so much sense.
He kind of
because
does.
of Rick
Yeah.
James's behavior. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Game blouses.
I'm rich.
6 degrees of separation on that one.
He's super freaky, man.
Oh, this episode is going well.
He's super freaky.
All right, so this is where we're going YOLO.
Now we're going YOLO.
Small forward, Devin Booker.
I like it. I like it. I'm glad he got some recognition. He's
Been there.
been better than Chris Paul this year.
Now, I want you to stretch your imagination and let me introduce you to
more.
LeBron James as a power forward.
That's fine.
Fine. It's fine.
Fine.
It's totally fine.
Good.
Fine.
And then your center, that guy, Joel Embiid. So he's got to be in there somewhere. It's hard to...
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere near the bottom, right?
Yeah. It's not the bottom. It's not because he's mentioned last that he's last in our hearts. You know, and on the court.
There's
So it's
no
fine.
other option.
There's no other option. I mean, he's after Jokic and Gobert, so it's fine.
He's been better than Bam. He's been better than Bam.
Yes. Yes. Are we going with mentions after that? You know, like people that almost made
Take
the
up,
cut?
all right?
Well,
Yeah.
I think kind of like we've mentioned other people that other people don't have. So I think we've kind of done our honorable mentions in the course of things.
So in that case, let me put people that I almost put in there. So Kyrie almost got in the third team, but I thought Russell Westbrook, because of what he did, what he's doing, I don't know. I feel deserving to put him in there.
Damn shame.
But it was also like very last second. So I had Kyrie in there, and then I went, actually, Russell also deserves it. Donovan Mitchell also could have been in there. But again, it's the part of the whole disrespect. Let's disrespect the Jazz and
Robin Lopez.
not have the guy. Yeah, and then
the Disney trees.
I was gonna put Brazilian wonder Caboclo in there as well. but he's not in
Caboclo,
France.
Bruno.
Bruno, but now he's moved to France, so he can't be in the list anymore. So
Raul Neto.
Bruno, BC.
Only reason.
Yeah,
Neto got Russell Westbrook his 10th assist. I think he deserves a mention.
Raul.
He ended up having 20 of them, but he got the 10th one.
That's it. It all makes sense.
History. That's history.
History. Anyway, I with your silence, I will take that as agreement that my third team is on point.
Sure.
Spiffy.
Thank you.
Booker is a fucking small forward, man. What are we supposed to do with that?
Hey, expand your mind. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so you didn't have Paul George or Jimmy Butler on either of your teams.
Who?
Oh, boom.
Then
You have
the
LeBron.
mention. Then LeBron
In
is
the third?
power forward.
Yeah, LeBron's power.
Oh yeah, third team.
Let's put them in my mention, especially Butler. But then Paul George, I don't know, man. Paul George, I'm over him. Like I'm off the Paul George and Kyle Lowry train. Both of them are on that last coach that got left behind at the station.
Someone watched game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals. And Kyle
We're
Lowry
talking about
put,
a 2019 season.
put Kawhi on
Yeah.
his back, led him to a championship, showed him how
Sure.
it's done.
But I'm sure that was really awesome in 2019.
Literally thousands
that
of
was
years
great.
ago.
Feels like 6 years ago.
Life was so different then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thousands.
I was young.
We could hug.
We could. Monday soon come.
Yeah,
I know, right?
one day we can hug again.
I'll be
Hug
giving
back.
free hugs in Piccadilly Circus if you're interested.
You
I-
fucking
I haven't been
He's a
hugging my
super
wife, so
freak.
finally.
super freak. Super freak. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern exit, Piccadilly Tube Station.
Oh gosh.
That's where to find him, Popo.
Yeah, that's right.
Arrest that man. Jose, bring
All
some
right.
stability to the podcast.
Kyrie Irving at 1.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we just said good playing. It's just fun to watch him play as well. Like the guy does amazing things, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't disrespecting this guy. You haven't even mentioned him. Bradley Beal.
I know. Special
Yeah.
mention to him.
What
Yeah,
do you
I know.
mean you know, dude?
No.
Come on, like you didn't even mention the guy.
Nah.
Like
Not
Bradley
even in the
Beal.
honorables.
Not for me.
Trae Young over Bradley Beal. 31. He's averaging 31 points. Better in steals, better in rebounds. Like that.
Assists.
There you go.
Assists.
Well, that's the only thing that he's better at.
I'll put him in there when he's in the
pretty important. It's pretty important. He's a guard after all.
He's a scorer.
You can't have Westbrook and
Trade's both.
They're not on the same team. They're two different teams.
In real life, they're on the same team, Jose.
Unfortunately.
And what's their record? They're where? Sorry?
They're 10th. But they were 30th though.
What? That was this season as well, you know.
Exactly. So they came from 30th to probably 20th. So it's fine.
That's awesome.
2 players on the All NBA team.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz hate your guts right now.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I do have Rudy Gobert at 5. So Rudy Gobert is at 5.
Your first team?
Third team. Because I have, some sense, and I actually put centers as centers. So yeah, Gobert is at the center. At the 4th is Julius Randle.
Why?
Yeah. So yeah, really great season, man. We've been discussing him for a while, and he not only became a scorer but a leader for the Knicks. So I think he deserves it.
But if you swap him with Mikal Bridges, don't the Knicks get better?
Oh, come on.
Who says no?
Who says no? The guy is a 3-and-D god. Klay Thompson, who?
Sure. Anyway, and at the three, here it goes. You also disrespected him all season long. Ooh. Should have been the All-Star. The Rose and
DeMar DeRozan. We had to get one.
Had to get the homer pick in there.
Hey. So he deserves it, man.
So you have on your third team a player from 10th in the East and a player from 10th in the West.
You got to make things even.
We said third team is YOLO team. Yo.
I did tell you to balance out the podcast.
So hang on. But hang on though. Sure, it's a homer decision, but you still, I still have arguments, and you do it. Maybe he's not on everybody's third team, but he's
not
really
on
good
anyone's third team.
He's on my third team.
There's no maybes about it.
I'm 25% of this podcast, so there you go.
Jose, can you put why did you put Vildosa as point guard? He should be in there too.
He's not technically there. He hasn't signed yet.
He's
you just wait. Essentially,
you just wait.
You just wait.
He'll ask for a mulligan next week.
Let's see next year. Next year we'll
make some changes. Oh gosh, I would have preferred DeRozan at the third guard.
And by the way, DeMar DeRozan is the captain.
Oh shit! Yeah.
of the third team.
The third team, yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh man, that's funny. 10th on both sides. Parity, baby, parity. Mike, can you top that?
Bring it home.
Rashad Holmes.
The sensible one. 127. Right. So guards. I've got Kyrie. I found guards probably the hardest. Third team guards probably the hardest out of the lot.
Same.
And then I put Chris Paul in because I put him as MVP. I can't not have
MVP. Sure.
That would make no sense. Yeah.
But I was close to having Booker over the top of him. Then forwards. Yeah, it's a tough one. Again, Randall and Butler I've put in.
Oh.
They're both there. And then third team center was Gobert because those are the 3 centers in the NBA.
The only 3 centers in the NBA.
So I pretty. I mean, the Randall thing. I think narrative does play into it quite a bit, but yeah, fuck it.
Stories. Story. It's all the
don't
NBA
think-
team.
I
Save your
don't think
stories
Paul
for the
George is-
MVP.
done enough though. Like I just
Wow. The
be
disrespect.
more exciting.
The disrespect. He's the smoothest player in the NBA.
I also have
Smoothest.
honorable mentions. I had Trae Young because I do think it's been a little bit overlooked what he's doing, and I did listen to the same podcast that you did, Dave.
They were very compelling.
Very. I had Paul George, Mitchell. The only one that nobody's mentioned is I had Sabonis in there,
Why?
but it's kind of like the anti Zion, what we were saying for him. Like he had a great start of the season, and the Pacers were doing really well. And he's dropped off, and they've dropped off. So,
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve it. He's nowhere near.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think there's anyone that hasn't been mentioned that I considered really. Yeah. Yeah. Happy with my list.
I'm
so
happy.
have we got a consolidated list?
No.
Have we?
It's gonna get completely.
I think off the top of my head, it's like Steph Curry, Luka, maybe Giannis.
First team. Yeah.
First team. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Giannis.
Kawhi,
Giannis,
Giannis, and
Kawhi,
then-
or LeBron for those two of those three
Yeah.
spots.
and then Joker and what? Zion.
No,
Zion was a lot in the second.
no,
team.
Joker. Yeah,
Zion,
Joker would be first team,
Yeah.
and then second team.
So you're missing one. Hang on, you're missing one in the first team, right? Oh no, you've got
No.
LeBron. So
Yeah. LeBron or Kawhi, whoever.
Yeah.
Would balance it out.
the second team you had Lillard.
Mm.
Everybody's got Lillard, I think, in the second team or third team.
Yeah.
I think the three of us. James Harden, you guys got him in there.
Think.
And then look again, Leonard. I think I'm the only one who put Leonard in the first
Whoever-
team, right?
Yeah, he was close to mine, to be honest. I've got him second team though.
Leonard was in my first team.
Yeah.
I was in your first team as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second of mine.
Oh, so it's 50-50 on that one.
Yeah, so he'd be in there. And then I think and then a few of you guys had and then I think Zion might slip to third team.
Zion was in the second team, I think. for most
Yeah,
of
he
us.
was on a
Three of us
couple
had
of
them in there.
yeah. I didn't have him at all. So he would end
Wow.
up
Yeah.
third team, I think.
Hold up, you had Paul George over Zion.
Yeah. It's like Paul George has had a really freaking good season.
I don't have Paul George anywhere.
Yeah, but nowhere
my
near
three
Zion.
teams.
Yeah.
He's been really well. Zion's record is nowhere near Paul George's.
He's playing with Lonzo Ball. I mean, he's doing the best he can.
Lonzo Ball just had his best season ever.
I think if Zion had been doing what he'd been doing since the start of the season, it might be a different story. But
Yeah, he
maybe
would have
came
made
too
my
late.
team. Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
and he might have
no,
made my
he-
team if I didn't go with two centers on my first team, forward centers.
That affected
Yeah.
everything you
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want to make
Yeah.
Zion a center and have him in there
You can.
over Bam?
over Bam.
Yeah.
No, you seen what Bam's done this year?
I have.
No one has. No one has.
He's an amazing defensive player, and he's added a mid-range jump shot to his arsenal.
What a valuable asset in the NBA.
These days.
Hey,
He dribble handoffs like Draymond.
the captain of my third team will disagree.
And Kawhi would disagree.
They would. I'll take a three. I'll take a three, please.
Bam. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with my list. Yeah, I think this episode was as entertaining as I expected it to be. We had a ball.
It was
We
super
had a
freaky.
ball. It would definitely be called Super Freaky if we were going with the old naming conventions. Or actually, maybe I'll call it that anyway. Our Super Freaky All NBA teams.
Super freaky.
Have fun with the artwork, Tom.
How do you know what I'm going with? So it's fine. Done.
So that brings it to an end, unfortunately. That means I have to go to bed and wake up for work tomorrow. I'm sad. So thank you guys. Thank you, listeners, for listening at home. You can catch us on social media at Grit and Grime Pod across all platforms. Catch us on YouTube. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you are still watching on YouTube, hit the like, hit the bell so you get your notifications. And I think that's it, man. So thank you for listening. I have been your host, David Sagoe. So from me, Thomas Arnal.
Catch us on social media. Also, shout out to Olga23458 who's trying to send me nudes on Instagram. I don't want them.
Hey.
I'm married.
She's a bot, Tom. She's a bot.
She's got 0 followers. She's got
to
0
block her.
followers. That's the hint. Good night.
Thank you.
I mean,
Instagram.
if you want nudes, you need to subscribe to the OnlyFans account. So
OnlyFans. Grit and Grime, OnlyFans.com, $3 a month. See Dave in all
Coming
his
soon.
Yay.
Hey, you're the one showing off your trousers, mate.
PJs. Are they was it too much?
It makes it worse, if anything, Tom. It makes it worse.
Oh, come on.
How have we managed to go off the rails when we already parked the train? You park trains? I don't know. Michael Downey.
Yeah, good night. I'm gonna go and have some fucking rum.
You got nothing from Olga?
Good.
All right.
Let me check. Not today.
And Jose Garcia Vidal.
Take classy, San Diego.
Fuck it, man. Why not?
I'm sure we have viewers there and listeners too.
Shout out to San Diego.
We're out of here.